Hey guys, I'm watching the Super Bowl 2013, and it's the third quarter, and there's what he just said. There's a power outage. So yeah, so I'm guessing the game probably gonna be ending about 30 minutes to an hour later, maybe. But they said earlier that officials are running around trying to figure out how to get the game to um, resume, and you got all the players just hanging out now, sitting on the field. So yeah, and it's right after it was after the 109-yard kickoff return by the Ravens. They suck. They didn't rely. The 49ers did finish the longest return for a touchdown in Super Bowl history. One thing that happens when you go into halftime, you always say the most important series of the game is the first series. Yeah, we're hoping to get the game working again. I think right now in this game, San Francisco defense is going to have to come up with some turnovers. I know Baltimore's been aggressive. When you look at the scoreboard right now, I think they're going to... Yeah, the scoreboard went out like right after the play. Like the power just went straight out. Half of the field's pitch black. There's some of the players on the field or on the sidelines just camping out. There's him. I can't remember him. I can't remember his name. Nice to get a little break. Here's Ray Lewis. Well, I'll tell you, I think right now the teams have to stay loose. And the other element of this is I think we're seeing Colin Kaepernick has only played 10 games, Shannon. You don't see him in a hurry-up mode. Even at the end of the first half, he still has to huddle up. Score is 28-6. This is where his inexperience really is now paying. Pretty sure Baltimore is going to win it. We know what San Francisco is capable of doing. They did that against Atlanta. Ref. How do you guys read That's the ref in there in the Super Bowl. Knockout shot to their confidence or not? Well, there's no doubt it's knockout to their confidence, and they have to find a way somehow when they get this whole thing comes back on, we get back on the field, start playing again. They need to score a touchdown that first drive. It's going to be so critical for them, for the 49ers, to score. So, get back in the game somehow, get some kind of man. This is not the Atlanta Falcons they're playing. So far, I've actually kind of liked the game so far. It's been pretty enjoyed. I'm just posting on Facebook posts about it, like I'm about to do a post after this, but I'm gonna do a post after this. So it's an ally, and so if I'm sitting back right now, I'm Baltimore, I'm letting them dump them off. Go back and help because you're almost becoming your worst enemy because it's taking you so long to call plays. All right, we're going to step aside for a quick timeout. We'll come back to the Superdome again. So we're going to go on commercial. Pause it right here and be back, and hopefully, so yeah, be right back. Okay, we're back. We are back. That was a pretty quick commercial break. We only played one commercial. So I'm guessing they're gonna be playing some highlights. Antoine Bolden. I thought he was on the 49ers. John Harbaugh, he's trying to put a big distance in as far as taking a chance on that extra point. This play pissed me off. Return by Jacoby Jones. He goes 109 yards. And what's ironic about this is John Harbaugh is a special teams coach. And you can see now the special teams coach in him coming out, taking a field goal, a kickoff return for a touchdown. It's amazing we talked about offense and defense all week in these two matchups. But right now the special team has played a huge factor. And like the way he's been aggressive though. There's no doubt in Jacoby Jones' mind. He caught that ball. He was coming out. He could have went 110 yards. If they didn't call him out
better turn the 49ers around. They better come back and win this. Whoops. I'm getting tired from holding the camera. Can't really hold it for that long.
More on the situation here at the Superdome. Let's check in with one of our other announcers, Steve Tasker. One of the things you can see, the lights are slowly beginning to come back on. The 49ers have been through this on a Monday night game last year. The lights go out.
If you didn't hear, lights coming back on. That's good. Well, it's been about 5-10 minutes after. Like I said, it's going to be about
what the official told me. He's nodded his head and said thanks. He hadn't been told that either. Solomon Wilcox had a chance to speak to John Harbaugh on the other sideline. Solly?
Yes, Steve, it was actually John Harbaugh that told me it would be about 15 minutes before the power would be back on. Now, that was about 5 minutes ago. He was just going around telling each and every last one of his players to get the mind right, to prepare themselves to finish this football game. I went over and I talked to a couple of the players. They were very focused. They believe that they are on the brink of winning a championship, and they're not going to allow the power going out to really deter or distract their focus. So right now, players are just continuing to focus and get ready to go back into the ball game. So they're going to keep the players out on the field right now. They're going to not take them in to the locker room. They're going to continue to stretch here on the field. Got to get ready to go win a championship. That's the Baltimore Ravens. Now let's send it over to JB.
All right, Sally, thank you very much. Let me turn to Coach Bill Cowher and ask, from a coaching perspective, in circumstances like this, what's your biggest concern? What would you be telling your team on both sides? Well, the concern I have is you're sitting around and just looking at the surroundings, and you start to think about what it can be. You start to speculate about the championship, and you start thinking about it's too soon. You're still in the midst of this game. You start thinking about what you have to do. If I'm Baltimore, I got a scrambling quarterback. I got some playmakers. I'm not looking at the clock. I want to make sure I'm doing my job and stay loose and stretch. They have the football, and they get a score right now. They're going to feel like they're back in this game because this guy Colin Kaepernick can make plays.
JB Flacco's in there, and he's not even warming up right now. I mean, he's like Captain Cool Joe right now. He's throwing these touchdown passes. He's fine, and like you said, Coach, he's just got to use the clock in the second half, not make any big mistakes, take that clock down to 3-4 seconds before every time he runs a play.
It's a third quarter.
A little bit aggressive.
JB, I'm not saying the fat lady's singing, but they cut the power
Now
out, so
that looks wrong. I know that's an exercise, but that looks wrong. That looks so wrong, bro.
Joe Flacco hasn't played in about 45-50 minutes of the ball game. I'm anxious to see how he does when he gets back on the field.
I'm just looking on the sidelines. I wish Jim Harbaugh right now would be taking Colin Kaepernick and say, listen, son, we probably have not been in this position before. There's got to be a sense of urgency in getting the plays called.
One, two.
You've got to be in control. But the clock is not our ally right now. It's different than having a whole half to make up 20 points. You're now looking at a 21-point deficit against a good team in the Super Bowl. There has to be more of a sense of urgency.
Let me just bring the audience up to speed here, the viewers, that the league spokesman has just told us that the power is slowly returning. They're pleased with the way that
power's coming back on slowly. It's good. Nice to hear.
But we've just been told from now about another 15 minutes is what it will take as power continues to ramp up, and the teams have been asked to stay on the field. Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, no, you said when you look at this again, once again, Colin Kaepernick has never really been in this situation before. Every game he's played in his 10 starts.
25-year-old right there.
Go up the line of scrimmage, take your time, make your checks. He's not in a situation
25-year-old takes hits. Time to.
Exactly which way to go as far as that's
well, Dan, there's light. The light just came on, Shannon, the other half, so we have some.
I'm just
going to throw this out there, and Jim Harbaugh knows his team better than I. I believe Alex Smith could run a 1 minute, possibly with a much quicker
Okay,
pace
as you can see, most of the lights are on. I don't know if there's any more that's off. I don't know if there's if the power's still out in some of them. They need the scoreboard to be back on. That's what they mostly need to continue the game, so people up high in the stadium, really top, or can see them. So yeah, people at the top of the stadium can see the game instead of looking like 500, not 500, 100 feet down, tiny people running around.
He's never been in this situation before. So
people running around tackling each other, so they can just look on the jumbotron.
But this is the biggest stage you'll ever be on in your professional life.
And I'm not insinuating that you go right now to Alex Smith. I'm just throwing it out for food for thought. We're up here talking about what you're thinking about, and I would just think about my back of my mind. Who can now give me a better chance to get more plays run when I start getting behind in this situation?
Well, the 49ers need to start eating some of that food in your thought, because they need to find something that's going to get them jump started from the coach. When they turn that football over, this has been a totally different football team. Yeah. And I said at the start of the show, if you turn the football over in the Super Bowl, you pay double. The Ravens did what they were supposed to do. They punished them with a touchdown. They didn't get a field goal right. They punished them with a touchdown, and they haven't looked back since.
You know, let me coattail on what you just said, Shannon. You talked about at the start of the show. When it came time for you guys to select teams,
it's been about 13 minutes since the power outage.
The Ravens would win. Now, the game is still far from over. I get that. But what is it that you saw about the Ravens that gave you comfort they could be doing what they're doing?
It's just the way they've been playing in this postseason. You know, they haven't been flawless. This defense, they have shut down the top quarterbacks in the National Football League.
If you're watching this before the game's ended, tell me in the comments, who do you think? This is gonna be a dumb question, but you know it's got tons of time left. But who do you think is gonna win? 49ers or the Ravens? I'm still going for the Ravens. I mean, not the Ravens, but the Niners. Niners are my team for this game. They're not my favorite team, but they're one of them. I like them. But this game, I'm going for the Niners because I hate the Ravens. They need to win this game. But yeah, tell me in the comment section, are you a Ravens fan or a Niners fan? And that's going to tell me if you're going for the Ravens or whatever, for the win.
Randy Moss, you've seen him try to target Randy Moss in this game, but he has been a non-factor in this game.
Yeah.
You see on the other side, you have Jacoby Jones, you have Bolden, you have Torrey Smith. They've all made plays along with their tight ends. More weapons have shown up in this game for Baltimore than they have right now.
As we take a look around the stadium, we see that there are more and more banks of lights that are starting to come on. And again, we're just reminding those who may just have tuned in that we did have a power surge here in the Superdome. We lost power for a few moments. We were told it would take between 15 and 20 minutes. We're probably about 10 minutes in right now, but we do see more lights coming on. The players have been asked to stay on the field because as soon as power has been fully restored, play will resume.
Shannon, Beyonce must have knocked the lights out.
No, that power surge with the Baltimore Ravens.
All right, as we continue to bring you up to speed, let's check in now with Solomon Wilcox.
Well, guys, right now I've been told that the league is not prepared to make a statement in terms of what knocked the power out here. They're right now trying to assess the problem. Soon as they know, they're going to let us know. Someone's going to come down and we'll be able to interview them, or we'll be able to gather more information to ascertain what exactly happened or what knocked out the power. We're told that it's only a matter of minutes.
Anyway, guys, I'm guessing this is going to be part 1 of the updates on the power outage and Super Bowl 46 or something. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just watching the game because I like Super Bowl. They're the most action-packed. Well, anyways, yeah, stay tuned for part 2, starting right after this is done getting recorded. So, yep, peace out, and come to part 2.